was started in 2016 by me, which was the idea to enter the domestic market and the fast-growing e-commerce as well. So when we launched our website, we started to, introduce our merchandise, which has been exporting and which has been there in international markets, the categories such as, furniture, home decor, and in that process, we just launched our website. And so, okay, as of now, we are completely based off online, and we've been doing online sales through multiple channels and directly, majorly from our website. Now, the idea is to take our platform to brick and mortar space and grow it into a retail expansion as well. And I will take you through the presentation from now here. I will just share my screen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, is this okay?
Yes, it's visible.
All right, like I explained, so we've been already established as an manufacturer since 40 years. So these are the kind of merchandise. If you can have a look at a small brief of products, what we do, and continuing. So these are the few categories that we can explain with. This is utility. Now, when we say utility, we project our products as utility. There's multiple of products that comes under it. There's baskets, there's table organizers, there is multi different tier products that is utilized in very, very well different kind of categories, which cannot be just subjected to single category as well, but can be utilized into storage or decorative purposes or into gifting as well. And then we have lighting. In lighting, we cover a lot of lanterns, tea lights, wax-filled votives, hurricane lanterns, and these are all into your garden accessories as well, lighting decor, and sometimes this is part of festive decor as well. And then we have accessories. Accessories covers our bathroom accessories, bar accessories, decorative accessories. Under those also there are sub more categories as well, which covers into your paper roll holders, brush holders, waste bins. In bar accessories, it covers into your ice buckets, your whole bar accessory sets, which includes into cocktail shakers, stirrers, and different multiple categories, which we can be explained furthermore. And just to give a more explanation of this, is garden accessories covers up to planters, your vases, bud vases, garden stakes, and then we cover up to tableware. Again, this category covers up to, this is just single pictures at this moment, but once we get into more detail, tableware also covers up to your complete dinner sets, then your serveware, platters, and then also can be covered into kitchenware as well, which is again a lot of broad category. And then furniture also, again, this will cover you up to trolleys, side tables, coffee tables, racks, and multiple of those, big units. Then we have marble handicrafts. We've not covered wooden handicrafts in this. There's a lot of wooden handicraft and marble handicraft, glassware as well that we do. This is something that we've projected as a material-based category, not just as a product. But in this material-based, we can cover up to a lot of different things. And then there's wall decor, and there's chalkies. When we say chalky, this is a particular different point why we've covered it, individually, is because apart from being into all in explaining international accessories, we're also covering up some to like a little Indian and ethnic decor as well, which covers up to diyas, your a little chalkies, and something that is traditional in our handicraft industry as well. So this is a little brief about our products, and then we come up to our proposition. So as of now, so this proposition explains exactly about our online business at the moment. So we are shipping it free, definitely, and presence in global market. Again, that is due to our export business, and we've been exporting mostly to US and Europe. And then we come up to returns and exchange policy, which is already there. As for e-commerce platform, we have to be very diligent with this. So we give a time of 7 days, and if there's any of the defect or damage in the transit or anything that a customer requires any help or anything, we're there to help them out. And of course, there's a part of e-commerce process. Payment mode, of course, it's through secured payment gateway and the COD channel as well. Then, of course, customer approach is we're always trying to be there. We always have a helpline number. We're always available on the DMs on Instagram. That is a very, very active channel that the customers are there with us and asking throughout and out questions. And then support system is, of course, it's one of the same thing. In this process, yeah, we are available on WhatsApp and in Instagram as well as I mentioned. There's email support as well, and yeah, people are very much you know in contact with us whenever they place order, whenever they're asking questions, anything before us or placing order, whenever they need help. There's a lot of queries about questioning about the material, the kind of timing of delivery, and different aspects. So which is always covered through these channels from our end. And then, okay, so let's go to the market share. Okay, as per projected, by 2022, the furniture industry was about $23 billion industry, and it is projected to be at 38 by 2028, which is, of course, a growing number, big growing number. And in this, if we look at our housing segment, there's multiple categories that we look at: that bedroom, home decor, home office, lamps, and living, outdoor. In this segment, we cover mostly home decor. We're not segregating ourselves to particular of these. We are covering all of it. And now if you see the home decor, that is the major chunk of it, as well as living room. Now, when I showed you our categories, which is, coffee table, for particularly furniture, which covers these two categories. And that is where we are pretty much the majority chunk of our business comes to. And of course, there's a lot of small different categories. Like I said, this says outdoor, that comes to, that covers our planters and the garden accessories that we explained. Home office, again, that comes under utility, and lamps and lighting, again, I explained as well. So there's a lot of good projection that you can see. Sabat, I believe this presentation would be shared with the people, with the investors as well. Okay. So once you have this, you can also get a pure number and then get it, understanding of exactly where we are growing and where the market is also growing in the coming years. And again, so this is for the Indian market now, and we're looking at $2.27 billion, which is at 2020 to 227, and segmented by different categories. Sorry, it just went on. And okay. Yeah, so we can completely see the marginal number, which is growing, and definitely it is growing. Like, by my experience, from what I can explain, when I started in 2016, um, there were very few home decor brands which were established there, except for, like, of course, marketplaces like Amazon and Flipkart. They were literally on the rise. And by that time, like, we were doing organic sales and not even going with the Meta or Google AdWords. Since there was so much segregation, we started doing just organic, and we started to get very interesting inquiries. There were a lot of people that were coming to us. In fact, a lot of interior designers, when they saw our merchandise, they could recognize that we could be matched with what uh, brands like Pottery Barn, Restoration Hardware, and all these were doing, and they were very interested to see how how come this has just been introduced. So we did a lot of projects back then, and as soon as when the pandemic came, that's when a lot of surge of new home decor brands has to start come, and that's when it's become competitive, and literally it's becoming a very fast growing segment altogether. Now that we can see, it's like there's flourishing hundreds of brands in home decor now, all of it. So I think this is something, a category which has just boomed all of a sudden, and something to capture on. Okay, so why you should partner with us? So basically, we've been established in this category for 40 years, like we mentioned, and we've worked with a lot of renowned international brands like, Pottery Barn, uh, Walmart, Target stores, and a lot of premium stores as well, which again covers Pottery Barn and, Restoration Hardware, West Elm, Anthropology, and all of these. This, over these 40 years, has given us the experience and understanding about how these brands work and what they require, how they work, what is the structure, how little details are involved in this to, make why they stand out and why they're established in such a mass category with such a niche and such an, renowned brands. So, little details like, the quality checks, not even just that, packaging, tags, a little explanation about products and all of these has given us a lot of insights about what and how they stand. And as manufacturers and as a partner for these, manufacturing partner for these brands, makes us something that, that we established our brand Indecrafts and have started to roll out those kind of standards in our own brand. So that is somewhere a little advantage that I believe we have. And again, wide range of products. Definitely, we're working about more than 5 to 6,000 units and different SKUs per year. That again gives us a lot of huge range. As of now, on our website, we have very selectively curated about 600 to 700 SKUs, because those are the dependent on based on the how market reacts to the products, and those are the kind of specifically curated merchandise that we've put up on the website. Otherwise, we're always in a process of development and curating new products every month and month. So it's a non-stop process. So product range is something that is not limited to us. We have huge variety of what we're doing, and international quality standards, of course, because this is something that we have to go with because of the compliances, and then the team, and of course the merchandise team, the design team, the production team that is already there, which is a factory process that has to go along with this. Technology driven, yeah. Um, it's a new age right now, and day to day there's something new or the other things coming. We have to be adaptive with this, and that's how we are working through our platform e-commerce, which is Indecrafts, and innovating with new things. Learning about the process every day is something new. Key strategic alliances and best prices quotes. Yes, our price point also we would like to explain is that we are not we're projecting ourselves something of a luxury brand, and we're not competing with something like, a mass merchandise, which is there to show and give the product and compete that, we are the one who can give you at a better price. We are more than that. We're giving our product which gives more of an experience to the customer and gives something of a little satisfaction of what they get out of it. Something that the customer can relate to and feel good about it, and gets and use it as something that they cherish in their home. Like it's called like the creating a hub in their home, a creative hub in their home. And then, yeah, large in-house facility. So we are based in Moradabad in Uttar Pradesh. We have a factory which is somewhere, I don't know how to explain in the physical wise, but we have a capacity of at least producing 40,000 units a single day. That's something, an average number that I can give. And customer-centric policy schemes, better customer experiences. Yes, that's a very important aspect. And again, like I explained before, like how we are, communicating with our customers through Instagram chats, through WhatsApps, through mails, and this is something, an ongoing process that we all will be communicating through. All right. So the partners that we're looking at is, of course, prime location. Yep. And this is, of course, because of the fact we're based in Moradabad and we are not available in, different cities. So the location aspect comes in help with because of our franchisee partners. So we're looking at somewhere the people who have access to prime locations and who has access to, locations that can be leased, rented, and, clear picture of contract is made available. Okay. And then capital. Definitely, people who are ready to invest and looking to make an investment into a valuable franchisee and you know a new business project that they're looking at. And common value system, sometimes yes, people who can resonate with our brand, who can resonate with home decor, who has a you know who wants to get into a little luxury segment, who understands the value of what home decor and and some what it can give the good factors to our customers and how even they even want to be involved with this process. And sorry, the window is coming in between. Yeah. And with the business experience, yes, definitely. Someone who's exposed to this business and, already is a franchise, already owns franchises, someone who has an experience about what home decor products and manufacturing and, somewhere allowed related to furniture as well, and have a solid foundation to understand legalities and fundamental skills. And yeah, like basically the business experience in this terms is what we would consider that somebody who's already aware about the franchise system. And second value is that, who is interested in somewhere who wants to be a part of home decor products and retail majorly. And then we come to the next aspect. Right. So in this terms, you get our trademark license, which is Indecrafts. It's already been trademarked, and we are registered already as well. And then you get the license to operate. You will be operating the whole store, and you will be getting the whole guidelines from our end, which is branding guidelines. You get all the the description about materials, the kind of products that we are working with, their uh, what do you say, care instructions, their purpose, where they're utilized, what they're about, and like I said, utility as a different category which can be used into multiple things. Those are the kind of things that will be given to you in operational manuals and all of those details. And marketing support, yes, we are working through Meta, AdWords, Instagram. That is the basic channels that we work with. These are already in the working. They will be working as well in the future as well. And definitely, once we go with retail and brick and mortar, these will be projected for the physical presence as well from our end. And then this training program, our team will be there to help you understand, like I said, the care instructions, the utility, the basically the description of the product, what it is used for, what is the finish that we're giving, and what is the base material that is there, everything and all about all the details of our project and everything. And then the support system is always going to be there. Yes, we'll always be, for anything, every guide, everything you need, will be available for there as well. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, so yeah, our franchise model is FOFO, which is franchise owned, franchise operated. In this, so the ownership would be by franchisee, investment also would be by franchisee, operations as well, and brand guidelines will be given by us, which is already curated and will be given to you in documented process. And then revenue would be coming to franchisee as well, expenses also by franchisee. Franchisee gets the net profit, which I believe the numbers can be given by the franchisee team, which is of Franchise India, right, Samarth?
Correct. So we can always have further discussion. We'll give you a brief in the coming slides as well, and later on the overall dynamics. And if anybody wants to have further discussions and go into deep details, then we can always fix a meeting and discuss the same with you guys.
Right, great. And then the company gets a fee margin on the products, which is somewhere around 32% that we're working with at the moment. And as you can see this chart, this basically, so we're looking at the first time franchisee partners, but there's also a plan of a city master franchise, which can work on to multiple units and be as a franchise partner, like they can have a multiple of franchise units under them as well. Okay, so under this segment, the kind of the basic project that we're looking at is our targeted franchisees are into metro, tier 1 and tier 2 cities. Spaces would be somewhere in malls, which is a high footfall areas, high streets, and the size we're looking at an average of 1,000 square feet. The investment would be somewhere around 40 to 45 lakhs. The franchisee fee is 2 lakhs plus GST. As explained in this, payback period is about 20 to 24 months and 73% of average return of investment. The contract would be for 5 years and lock-in would be for 2 to 3 years of time. The role that we're looking at is store setup from our end, inventory management, customer interaction, local store marketing. So inventory, yeah, all of these four roles that you can see would be provided from our end. And this one picture that you can see, this is one of the planter sets. Roles and responsibilities would be, sorry for that, just hold on. All right, so the brand would be giving the operational IT support and will be provided with assortment of products, which is going to be somewhere around at least average of 400 SKUs at an average. Then central server for the franchising network, definitely strategic tie-ups with value and added products, which is going to be our online marketing somewhere that, you know, how we can project and there's more multiple ways that we can work with. The celebrity and public influencers. Public influencer is something that is a new age marketing, which is very much in process, and we are inactive with a lot of public influencers as well. Training, like I said before, all the training would be provided with about all the knowledge about the products, what they are about. Inventory and accounting support is already there. And design and production fixtures. So mostly when we talk about fixtures, we are not working mostly with knockdown. Our furniture would be already fixed. The customer don't need to be working, they don't need to be hassled with how they need to be fixed and all. And even as a franchisee, they don't have to provide a support to send a staff or a team to work on with that. As of now, we're trying to work our furniture in a way that, which is already assembled. And then the role of the franchisee would be handle day-to-day operations, which is all the sales and inventory management, customer liaising, sales, staff hiring, timely payout maintenance, and local marketing and promotion. Yeah, we would, like I said, we are already working with marketing and we will be there for the full support. But for the little local marketing as well, we would need some help from our franchisee as well. And reference to corporate gifting. So corporate gifting, of course, is another segment of our brand, which is, of course, during festive times and corporate gifting. There's always B2B business which involves. This is something that is another channel that we will be adding to not just retails, but to a lot of segments. This can work out with a lot of interior projects as well. Corporate gifting, there's a lot of hotel projects, different kind of things. These are the kind of B2B operations that keeps coming up to our business, and this will be explained to you also how we can work on with this. And there's a training process for mandatory for 1 to 2 weeks in the beginning, which is been explained. And then, of course, your retail records, inventory to be maintained by server. Hope these are self-explanatory. Now, the support that you'll get is site feasibility, setup and design and interior of the store will be guided from our end, because all the brand guidelines are mandatory. There are little details that we have to focus on, which is brand colors, there's brand font, there's brand identity, how we focuses and showcase our products. Then training, which has been explained, which will be there already to you, given right before we start with. Operations would be software and all of the accounting purposes, support, operational manuals, all of those will be given from our end, and which will be again part of training process and will be given to you all the details as well. Product planning, like I said, the inventory would be there, which will be given to you with the whole description, the kind of new product or the new inspirations, new developments that we come up with. We'll be providing it to you prior to what we'll be sending it, because we work on a season to season basis, which is like, in international terms, how we call it, like, fall and summer, and then, autumn, winter, like this way. But in our domestic wise, we basically work upon, like right now, it's the spring summer collection, which we're working on. So all of these, like I said earlier, we are always in a process of developing new catalog. So those will be continuously shared with you, and we'll be taking a feedback about what products, what categories are working with, so that we can work upon those kind of developments as well. Then marketing, yes, online marketing and local marketing, as we explained. There'll be physical marketing that we can work with. These will be also provided from our end, the pricing as well. So the pricing of the product, and also if there's any promotional activity for the discounting or anything that is coming up due to end of the season sale, or maybe your festive sale or anything, those will be guided from us as well. Yeah, that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rishabh. So just to add on to this, as we are going through the financials itself, so when we talk about the investment about 45 lakh rupees, that includes everything. I guess a couple of questions that also were coming up regarding this was related to that. So what we are going with is an inventory light model for our partners, so that you don't have to store too much of inventory with you, and the brand has the capability to support you with the rotation of the product and introduction of new product itself. So you don't require a separate warehouse per se, as I guess Pradeep ji had also asked. So 40 to 45 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees is your initial inventory. Rest goes into your setup cost, which is basically another 20 lakh with your fit out, fixtures, and branding and other requirements, plus additional IT POS and safety mechanism and licenses would be additional 1 to 1.5 lakh rupees. So overall, 40 to 45 lakh rupees, depending on the location and the refurbishment that we have to do, is the requirement. Plus 20 odd lakh rupees goes into your pre-inventory, which is there. Coming to the margin itself, again, it's about 32% overall blended that you can get across the products. The category representations would be consistent across for our partners, so that it is available for everybody which is there. Thank you, Nia. We can close this screen, please. The sales that we usually get and can expect on a very conservative approach for first couple of years is anywhere from 15 to 20 lakh rupees. What we expect our partners to be doing with a payback of 22 to 24 months is a very reasonable 70-75% of annual ROI which ends up giving you at a 5 year about 3.5x to 4x of your return on the investment. So basically on an investment about 45 lakh rupees, you can expect to earn about 1.2 CR by end of 5 years over the investment amount. So it's a very healthy investment that we're looking into. We'll open it to the Q&A, which is there. I guess a couple of questions I'll take up and then I'll hand it over to Neha as well. Rishabh, I guess what Mimit Shikha had asked is, while we are exporting, are we exporting with the same brand name, which is that?
No. Our parent company name is RR International, and Indecraft is the brand that comes under the company, and the retail and this e-commerce part works as Indecrafts. Indecrafts is solely in all about retail, not B2B and not nothing related to exports.
Right. And what kind of return ratio do we see? Because we do emphasize on the quality itself, but over the years with our products, have we seen what kind of return ratio can we see as a percentage? A small amount?
Return as in like investment wise or
No, so as in the product, there were some issues or anything
okay.
on those sides.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so this has been a healthy part for our business. We are less than 5%.
Perfect. That's really good. I guess one more question which is there. So Pradeep ji, if online orders are there, there is software. Software will have geotagging features available. So as and when the orders are coming and any fulfillment is requested, it will be tagged to the nearest store. So that franchise partner could also get that kind of additional benefit from the store. So the products would always be there. And any bulk orders, yes, would need to have a tie-up and discussion with the brand itself for them to supply those products. Rishabh, one question which has come up is, can you also maybe give few highlight on the direct competition that we have in the market as a relatable market as well for us?
So our direct competition is basically obviously the established brands, which is somewhere like Nicobar, Elementary, Good Earth. Some new homegrown brands again are coming up like Decor Cart and what do you say, home artisans and all these based off of with these are there the competitors who have physical presence. Also wanted to explain one not new, which I missed out in the presentation, is that with our since we have the capacity of manufacturing and changes and everything, we also provide a lot of customization to the customers as well. There's a lot of preferences that customer would want to, like if our product is in white color, but they would want it to be in different color according to their interior scheme and stuff like that. So we are open to those things as well, providing them different dimensions, providing dimensions according to their setup, their space, and the color and the finish. So that is something that has worked for us as well, since we have the capacity. So that is another USP that we can add as well.
Perfect. I guess a couple of questions by Mr. Samar and Pradeep as well. So there is a margin, 32% as we had discussed, which would be there. There is no royalty, Pradeep ji, on the model. Yes, 45 lakh includes everything with your setup, fit out, and the racks and decoration and everything, and the inventory itself, and franchise fee, training fee, which is there. So one question, Rishabh, on the price points, which is there, and the product range that we have. So what would be the typical price points that we start off with, and maybe category wise, if you can have a range that is provided to the people as well.
Our starting points start with somewhere around 600 to 700 rupees, which is a very small product called Bud Vase, which is supposed to be about somewhere 4 inches by 3 inches in diameter. But on an average value, if we look at our products, is somewhere around 2 to 3,000. And when we look at the larger category, which is furniture, the average product cost would be somewhere around 10,000 for a side table or a coffee table, and different categories like trolley. Coffee tables would be a little more higher. Our coffee table setups are basically mostly a set of twos, set of threes, which comes in nesting. And when it comes to nesting, basically they are space savers. They just set inside each other. But if you just want to utilize those more, you can set up in different 3 or 2 sets into multiple categories. And also our average order value is somewhere around 5,000. which is online based, numbers.
Perfect. And coming to other questions, Pradeep ji, we can't have your own platform. We'll be utilizing the existing platform, brand platform itself, while you will have your retail sales from the stores. There are cases of online fulfillment as a support, or if you have those corporate gifting and other options, that the brand can also help and you can get a commission on that as well. But you can't have your own e-commerce platform or other aggregators working from your side, which is there. And other softwares and other requirements would be there. So the POS system, billing system would be provided to you. ERP would also be there to manage the inventory and other requirements which are there. So coming to this, Rishabh, because we were discussing this previously as well, though we have the mock-up store coming up with the factory unit as well, and there are other plans which people wanted to ask of opening your own stores in multiple locations. So can you highlight certain plans on that as well?
Yeah, so like I explained earlier, that we already have finalized our brand guidelines, which specifies our color codes, our fonts, and the kind of look and feel that we're working with. So based on those, we will have our stores uh, with the same guidelines. That will give us a uniformity to throughout and out wherever the stores are rolling out. There will be a little similarity and a little uniformity which is going on, that the brand is resonated with, like a single logo is there. So it, of course, there's a lot of different things that are involved. And rolling out the stores, we, like Samarth explained, we're already working on a mock-up store, which will be inside our factory facility, which is going to be used as a mock-up as of now. And that will give you a little detail about how the look and feel of the store would be like. And as of now, we're looking at franchising because, like I said, we're based in Moradabad. We would prefer to have people partnered who are in different places, far from a city, and they are more involved in the daily operations, since we cannot be. So that is one part of a franchisee plan. And coming in with our own company-owned retail stores, yes, definitely that is in the plan, and we will be rolling out those as well.
Perfect. So so it is a franchise on franchise operated model, and yes, it would be as an expansion. Yes, we are looking at multiple cities and partnership as well. So if you have strategic partnership and are looking for multiple locations, you can always reach out to us. Though individual partners are always welcome for that as well. With the complete support of the brand, and yes, our own vision of going into new cities and having our own stores as well to help support and give that kind of brand visibility and customer pull that helps our partner as well to get those kind of sales, which is there. I guess, Pradeep ji, you have many questions which are there. No, we are not giving equity of the company. It's a franchise model to our partner and a franchise operated model. So I guess if you have any other discussions regarding franchise or franchise operated model, I guess Neha has shared details in the group. You can always reach out to her and the team over here, Rohit and others. So for those kind of discussion as well. Rishabh, if we can also highlight what would be, so we had talked about the brands and the categories and the price points, but if you have to say what are our bestseller products and typically what would be the number of units usually sold for these kind of products in a year, if you can give those kind of references as well, that would also be helpful for people who are looking for this opportunity and get a better understanding of what products are usually sold more. Though we have a very extensive range available to our partners, but also to help them with their initial planning as well.
Okay, so basically, bestsellers include, of course, furniture, but there are little categories that we work with, which is very limited in numbers in the what is available at the moment, and there's not general awareness. Say, like, we have a category called garden stake. It's a stick basically for a garden, which is there. You just put it up in your garden, and all your leaves roll around to it, and then grows and blooms into it. So when you talk about garden accessories, you talk about mostly vases or just planters. These are little categories that we've worked around with. Another bestseller is trunk boxes. Now it's a very retro product. but we've conceptualized it in the, contemporary times, and this works a lot into gifting as well. People can, put up the gifts inside, and, there's different multiple sizes in our trunks as well. People have gone on to ask for customizations to convert into table as well, to convert it into wedding gifting and make it into 50 inches kind of trunks, long, big ones. So we have very different unique categories that we're working with. And these have given us a very nice insights and have worked out pretty well for us as well. Other than that, yeah, furniture is very good. Bath accessories is one of the best ones. And utility products like baskets, since these are very multiple, different segments that you can use. You can use it in your kitchen, you can use it on your table, you can use it in your room or a wardrobe. So yeah, these are the kind of ones. And chalky, like I mentioned, chalky is also one of the best sellers for us.
That's great. And just to emphasize as well, and help others recognize the quality of the products, can you also brief on different what the material is utilized and what kind of options are available to supplement that material when we talk about all these products as well?
So, material-wise, we work with all sort of metals, which is brass, aluminum, iron, and stainless steel. Now, these kind of materials, it varies on different categories. Now that we're working with bathroom accessories, we have to work with SS because it is related to moisture. It comes in contact with water. So stainless steel is something that, that works out with longer period and does not mix and react with the other environment. Again, with the furniture as well, a lot of people use it for outdoors and indoors. So aluminum is something like places like, Mumbai and coastal areas, the air, there's the moisture and all, like, if you have iron products or stuff like that, over the period of time, over a year or two, they start to show up some reaction. So we thoughtfully and of course with research, we work with those kind of materials that is more durable. And we also work with, little concepts of wood and metal together, and glass, metal, and we also work extensively with marble. We work with a lot of inlay work as well, which is inlaid on marble. The brass can be inlaid metal. So there's a lot of combinations also that we work with. These are the four materials majorly that we work with. One is metals, wood, glass, and marble. Four components that are key factors of our material that we play around with.
All right, perfect. So Neha, I'll hand it over to you. Maybe we can go with the final conclusions as well after this, and maybe your closing statement as well.
Thank you so much, Samad. So any last message, Mr. Rishabh, which you want to convey to the participants who are watching you live before we close this?
Last would be so Indecrafts is basically the brand that we've established, and we want to pitch ourselves as somewhere in a segment, a little upper market, somewhere our target audience also, I would like to just explain, which are, family business owners, the creative professionals in 30s and 40s, critical thinkers and doers, and, people who have a good taste in life and would want to have an experience of a luxury lifestyle as well. And moreover, I would just like to say, like, yeah, India is actually the projections of numbers that some are given, that, how the number of $1 billion that is increasing in the coming years and all those is actually, you can relate it to, with the brands like West Elm, Pottery Barn, IKEA are coming to India and establishing the stores over here. The kind of brands that we've been exporting to are coming to our country, gives us an opportunity that why not we also, create a brand which we already know what they're working with, which we already have an expertise with. And that is something we should, that is where we aspire to be as a brand. So this is why we want to get into brick and mortar space now. And apart from that, it's, there's nothing more to explain. It's an upcoming market and we should be there right now.
Indeed, wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Rishabh, for your time and for the details which you have shared with our partners and the participants. I'm sure the brand detail which we have shared today are going to help our participants in understanding the brand in detail, and they'll come to us. Our team is going to get in touch with you within a day or two to connect and to take the conversation forward as we try to answer maximum question. But as we can see, some of you have so many questions altogether for which we can connect with you one-to-one. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Tomorrow, again, we are coming up with a new business opportunity. As you know that we are committed in sharing a new business opportunity with you every day at 2 o'clock. So tomorrow, the business opportunity which we are showing with you is Ambrose. They are into in-store and online supermart, and the business opportunity they are sharing with you is starting with 47 lakh. To know more details about this supermart and the business opportunity with this brand, you can join us tomorrow at sharp 12 p.m. I have already dropped down the registration link into the chat window. You can click on the link and you can connect with us. You can join us for this webinar in advance and watch and understand this brand in details tomorrow, sharp 12 p.m. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And I hope that you all will have a wonderful day and wonderful week ahead. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Rishabh. Thank you so much. And thank you, Rohit. Thank you, everyone.